Hello, welcome back. This is Jacob, and today we are going to be continuing the Let's Play and playthrough for Arknights Endfield. So then, last time we continued into the power plateau, and after progressing a short bit in, made contact and met a person by the name of Crow. Crow once worked on Tata before handing it over to Yvonne, but right now he is busy with leading the survivors in the power plateau. He does have a plan though with what to counter the current predicament. The Utyuk Order, a set of arts units meant for issuing special orders when triggered. However, the man he sent to retrieve one of these units hasn't come back yet, so we head out to find them. Locating the man and the components for the device, we return to Crow and he turns the device on. The signal goes through, bombardment of the area starts, and we head out to place targeting markers on the den stacks in the area. Getting rid of them, the final assault begins with everyone present during the defense, while we, the Endmin, Perlika, Chen and Tata go in to face Neferith. Neferith has other plans though, and she summons up an enemy for us to fight that closely resembles her in some aspects. We beat it, but the Ether Rift starts going out of control. The Endmin tries to stop Neferith with Originium, but fails sadly, and she escapes through a portal. Then, as the ether keeps spilling out everywhere, Tata does one bold final move and overloads its core, and with that selfless sacrifice, manages to stop the spill and keeps everyone safe. Returning them back, we do a debriefing and quick celebration with everyone, and the Endmin and Perlika share a moment to talk about the mission on Talos-II. Returning then to Yvonne, she tasks us with looking into a signal and sends us to 2 towers to take data from them. Getting the data and returning with it, Yvonne uses it to upgrade our scanner so it can now scan for ether cores by itself. Continuing to look into this signal then more, we return to the power plateau and run into someone named Lucia. Lucia seems to be a former Endfield member who now operates independently. We then get called back to the Jiang because the 3 factions of the Civilization Band are calling for a briefing on the Endmin's awakening. On board the Jiang, Perlika initiates the call, briefs them on the current situation, and we also get our next destination decided, Vuling. After the briefing, the Endmin has another vision of Ghost Perlika, and more memories and knowledge seem to pop into their brain. Waking up from this tiny little power nap, we meet Elite Operator M3 for the first time and are then left to prepare for the trip to Vuling. And yeah, that is pretty much where we left off last time. But yeah, good lord, a lot of stuff happened last time with the whole thing, the ether, and so much more got mentioned. I'm still a rabbit and I still want some Steam Knights. They mentioned Steam Knights. You cannot mention Gundams around me and then not deliver. What I said in my comment in the last episode better become reality. I better get my playable Steam Knight pilot that when you press the old button summons a Steam Knight down like a Titanfall character. Like a Titanfall character summons their mech down and we go ham. That better be a thing. That better be a thing, Hypergryph. Good God. If Hypergryph thinks waifus and husbandos are gonna make the money, I wanna tell them this one thing: mech collectors. Don't mess around with the Gunplas. You might earn too much money. But anyway, joking aside, today we're gonna be checking out a couple of things, but before we do that, and a couple of things, by the way, I mean character stories, but before we do that, I love, by the way, that in the comments on the previous episode, you guys, a couple of you guys decided to remind me that, or tell me rather, that there is a official manga available for the game, and I was just sitting there and looking the comments come in, and I'm like, do I do I say something right now or do I wait? But yeah, just in all honesty, that also reminded me that in the previous episode I forgot to, after I myself mentioned the manga, I forgot to place in the description box and even in the even in my own pinned comment of the previous episode a direct link for the manga for anybody who wants to check it out and read it themselves. The manga has no spoilers, by the way. It's literally a prequel story of how the Endmin came about, a very, very young baby Perlica, essentially, and brought her aboard the Jang, and pretty much all the events that lead up then to the mission that the Endmin went on, and well, pretty much was out of commission for the next 10 years until the game itself began. It's pretty much a prequel story, and you get to see a couple of interesting little things, and there's some very nice little comedy as well in there, plus some lore, which is very nice. But yeah, I'll leave direct links for the manga in both the description and the pinned comment on this episode, so go and check it out. It's pretty good. But speaking of the comments, on the previous episode, one of you said something very interesting, and that was from Borsos555, who said, regarding the figure at 241.50, and just for context, I'm gonna put up a picture, the figure referring to the person we saw in the cloak with the alloy. You said, I'm pretty sure it's the woman from the intro boss fight, or her clothes at least. Yeah, honestly, I didn't even make that connection. I looked back at her, and yeah, the cloak that hovers above her head really resembles the cloak that is in those scenes. So now, I guess now the question is it the same person, or is it just the predecessor of of whoever she took over for? But the cloak is definitely the same. It pretty much looks identical to each other, so that's a pretty good catch. I didn't even think about that. Been to be honest, for me it's also been like a month since I started playing the game, and some stuff kind of escaped my mind. But yeah, anyway, that's a very good catch. Anyway, you continue. Also, I went down a crazy rabbit hole trying to find out whose hand it is, and 244, looking through all the major characters from OG Arknights, illustrations, anime scenes. Doctor's hands must be really sweaty never taking them out of those pockets. And after slowly ruling out everyone, I had an eureka moment. Yep, it's just Perlica, the most obvious answer that I never checked. Been there. I have been there. I have been there so much, I have no idea. Anyways, looking forward to you checking out Levatane's quest. In my opinion, it's the best piece of story content in the game currently, followed by Wuling, but as of yet, it isn't really a fair comparison. Yeah, true, honestly, that last one is very, very true. The game pretty much just started and kind of just put down a foundation, essentially, for itself, so there's really not much to compare anything towards. I know people like to make comparisons, especially because this is technically a continuation of the original Arknights, and while the beginning of OG Arknights is a bit thin, it's kind of thin for the very same reason almost like this game's beginning might feel probably thin to people, and it's the pacing. And it's not the pacing of the story itself, it's the pacing of, hey, here's 50 billion tutorials that are gonna break up the storytelling. So if there's people, to be fair, I haven't looked at anything specific, but I did catch comments and stuff like that from people in other places, and even saw a couple of videos being put up with discussions about the story. Didn't watch the videos, of course. I don't know what's in those videos specifically. But I did catch a couple of comments saying that the story, in general, at the beginning of the game is just, in general, the 1.0 patch is kind of mid for most people. And I'm just like, sitting there and thinking to myself, you know, we just began a story for a game that is a live service game, and this is not immediately gonna hit super hard. Like, sure, the prologue of the game does hit pretty hard. It hits a couple of highs, especially if you are a OG Arknights player. But honestly, the way I see the game right now is the foundation is there. At least the Valley 4 part is there. It established rules, it established connections, it established a world government essentially as well. and how it's operating, and it gave a lot of documents and stuff as well to read through that explain stuff that is pretty hard to convey in normal conversations, quite honestly, but will probably be conveyed in conversation anyway at some point. And honestly, all I can say for now, at least for Valley 4, is the foundation is there. I like what is here, and especially what it connects back to in OG Arknights as well on top of it. I like it. And quite honestly, if you ask me, not every story needs to have a super adrenaline junkie high impact ratio at the beginning of its story. It's enough to give you morsels and give you an incentive to keep playing. I mean, if that would be the case, if a story like that would be, if all stories would have to have super high impacts from the very get-go, I would probably hate the Legend of Hero games. Those are that is my most favorite franchise when it comes to gaming and storytelling that exists, and every single one of those games is the slowest burn in existence. But it's slow. It has intelligent dialogue between characters, intelligent world building, done not just through characters but through NPCs in towns. And from what I can see right now, Enfield does have, well, the dialogue is kind of here and there a lot of times, but it has good dialogue between the characters, especially at least for the main story, and I'm vibing with it quite a lot. And yeah, coming back to the Legend of Hero games, everything is being told pretty slow, but there is a pacing and it exists, and when the impact frames come into action, good God, do they hit. But they would not hit as hard if not for the build-up that is done step by step. And I would say Enfield is doing pretty much that right now. The basis is there. Now it just needs to be delivered for the rest of however the story is gonna keep progressing with the whole thing. And I'm excited to see how it's gonna keep on going, quite honestly. I mean, again, the beginning of basic Arknights was pretty thin, mostly because of the pacing, but it did deliver when it delivered, even in the OG game. Hey, all I can say is, if not for the OG game and the beginning of the OG game, I would not be sitting here right now and having this discussion with you all through this channel. But anyway, sorry for the rant, yeah, but also thank you very much for that very interesting comment, and yeah, that is an interesting thing to keep an eye out. That chick is definitely gonna have a reappearance at some point. Anyway, this intro has gone on for long enough, so today we are gonna go through some character stories, beginning with our boyo right here. And I'm gonna see what Wolfguard's story is about. Oh, actually, it is right here with Rossi, where I saw Rossi when I was passing by. All right, well, let's see. There she is.
Thank Talos you took out those Angeloi, Rossi. Those rock buggers would have destroyed our machines if you hadn't been round.
Just part of my job, Grandpa Root. Be careful on your way back.
Oh yeah, speaking of Rossi, now that I'm looking at it, I'm being reminded of it. I know there is a trailer for patch 1.1. I have obviously not watched it, nor have I watched the dev video. I heard that they are doing a lot of optimization though. Whatever that is, thumbs up. Thumbs up for all the optimization and quality of life. I think one of you mentioned actually on the previous video that they are addressing some stuff in the upcoming 1.1 patch. So looking forward to that. I know that Rossi is gonna be one of the pullable characters in the patch, and I have no idea who the other character is. I have not met her. I did see her on people's thumbnails already over the last like month, but outside of that, I have no idea who that is. So I have no input on that character. For Rossi, at least, all I can say is I will probably try and pull. The other character, I need to... I'm probably meeting her in Voling, considering that I've seen her in thumbnails already, even before the announcement, so... I don't know what to say. I have no idea. I'll see when I get there. Hi. Everyone seems to trust you a lot. You're getting really busy.
thinking that once the mining camp settles down and I've taken care of the problems for the UW crew, I'll go looking for you. I didn't expect that.
She's like a little puppy. The moment she sees the admin. You didn't expect that emergency to happen.
Nope. And it's all the fault of my unreliable brother. He started behaving strangely after receiving some package yesterday. I didn't see him the entire morning. He wouldn't even pick up my calls. Catello is a huge bag of problems. Worse, he's always doing things on his own and creating trouble for everyone. But what can I say? Can just ditch him? I can leave the mining camp. There's still so much to take care of. And you are the most reliable person I can count on, Enmin.
The biggest Enmin simp in existence. Alright then. Leave it to me. I'll bring him back.
Grazie, Enmin. Ah, yes! This is for you.
Oh, present? What the hell? Whoa, hi? The shit? Is this a tracker?
Yeah, it's a gadget I made a while back.
Okay.
It can track Catello's bone charm. You know, our family talisman. I've got one myself.
Yeah, the one around your neck?
Just follow the direction pointed out by the tracker, and you'll find him.
This has been coming up in conversations already, but I do wonder if these siblings and their pack have anything to do with the beast lords, beast aristocrats, kami, however the hell you want to call them. They all have a different name depending on the region of original Terra, but the like bestial characters that can that are essentially immortal ghosts. Let's put it that way. I wonder if they have any connection with them, because back in back on Terra, the Siracusa, the region of Siracusa is essentially not just permeated with the mafia and Italy stuff in general, but they also have a very close knitted connection to the beast aristocrats. What are they called directly? Just the pack, I think. It's pretty much just a bunch of floating wolf heads that are tied to mafia families, and they are doing their own little kind of like survival game between each other. That obviously is not the case anymore, but they were around, and considering that both Rossi and Wolfgar can seemingly during certain skill animations summon these wolf heads around them, I wonder if they have any kind of connection to that pack.
Catello doesn't care about much else. The bone charm's the only thing he's always got with him. Ah, almost forgot. Murat of the UW said that he saw someone who looks like Catello at the power plateau. You might want to start the search there.
Thank you. Also, now that I think about it, as well, considering that Rossi is gonna be one of the next playable characters, I'll definitely probably be pulling for her, because I do want to check out her file and see if it mentions anything about a specific wolf pack. Alright, thank you, Munchkin. Can I still talk to you? Oh, oops, wrong button.
I trust Catello in your capable hands, Enmin. And I'll keep the mining camp safe. Don't you worry.
Sure thing. Okay. We... Rossi? Is this the person you're looking for? Is he gonna change?
And I'll keep the mining camp safe. Don't you worry.
He doesn't change. I wanted to see if he's gonna swap to the Endmin, because on some of these shop NPCs, when you interact with them as another character, it just swaps to the Endmin, right? So I was kind of curious, is it gonna swap to the Endmin when I talk to her? Rossi, I think you need glasses. Anyway, we're going to the power plateau.
Smells like trouble. This is no ordinary enemy.
Oh yeah, it is a red enemy, but you're apparently also somewhere close by.
Is he nearby?
Probably. Also, what is this? Letter, a hopeless soul. During the last couple of days, many friends asked why I looked so terrible and how I got these dark circles around my eyes. I thought about it and believed it was not a big deal. I guess it's that beaker I broke. If we really need the details, I'd blame the beaker I tossed in the trash. I couldn't stand the beaker. It kept asking me questions, so I smashed it. It kept asking me how long would these days last? I looked at the rift and saw nothing. How long must we languish in this terrible fog? My Grams told me my dad, wait, what? Oh, my dad, sorry. My Grams told my dad that once we breach the rock stratum, we'd excavate even more ores. The wealth would eventually help us build a paradise at this very place. My dad told me to get the science done and make our regime technology better for our civilization. The knowledge we gain would eventually help us build a paradise at this very place. However, Father, these skies, they are grey. The sky is grey. Someone went insane. Oh, hi. It's round and shiny.
Just as I predicted.
People, I know I grazed the tree. You don't need to... You don't need to deforest the area and clog my inventory up. Anyway, what are we doing? Scan? Scan. Oh, that away.
Up ahead.
Huh, interesting. The big red guy from last time is not here anymore, because obvious. But the red dog is? Is that gonna kill him?
Engaging. Stay safe, team.
I'm with you.
It did kill him!
Tracker's reacting again. This seems to be the right direction.
Yeah, getting close, getting close. Oh, going up there, huh? Alright. Anything... That's a lot of dead people. Alright, going up. Oh yeah, holy shit, Wolfgar did a cleanup here. This is closed. Oh, okay. Enter immersion mode. Some features may be temporarily unavailable. Entry into immersion mode switches you to the preset team. Sure. There he is. Hi.
Ant-Man, why are you here?
Rossi got me this job to look for you.
Rossi, I knew it. Scusa, Ant-Man. I cannot head back just yet.
This has something to do with the package you received, right?
Since Rossi already told you, there's a list of names, a map and a note in that package. The names, they are pack members who failed their missions in the past few months. As for the map and the note, you can take a look at it, Ant-Man.
Sure, I like reading. What do we have? Note writes, Catello, interested in knowing how they failed? The answers are here. Okay. Looks like a trap. Someone is out to get you.
All the failed missions are partnership contracts between the pack and Endfield. And those who died were some of the best members of the pack. If the Meddlers were other Landbreaker clans, they wouldn't be foiling us every time. A few days back, I got word that a pack member had died. Tommaso. He was one of the very few true friends I had. Just not too long ago, he sent me a message, saying that there are traitors in the pack. They're trying to sabotage our partnership with Endfield.
Okay. Is this why you're investigating this on your own?
That's right. I don't care if it's a trap. I had to come here and investigate. I'll hunt the traitors down and make them pay. For Tommaso. As you can see, I ended up being ambushed by a bone crusher mob. Good news is, I got fresh leads from them.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess this is gonna be a revenge quest kind of thing for Wolfguard. Basically going after people who either injured or killed his members of the Pact. Okay. Are you going after the trail?
Yes. However, this is housekeeping for the Pack. There's no need to get yourself involved or face risks for our sake, Admin.
But you are an Enfielder. I promised Rossi to take you back.
Fine. I respect your choice. But this also means you've entrusted your safety to me, Ant-Man.
That's fine.
For this joint operation, I might need you to stick to my arrangements if you can. Okay?
No problem. Alright, let's swap over. Anything else to see here? No? Alright, let's see. What are we dealing with? Ah! Hi. Very nice.
You often act alone, right?
Sometimes. If I can handle it alone, no one else needs to get their hands dirty.
I wonder Rossi's worried.
Yeah, Rossi has a point. Okay. Let's see. Hi! How's it going, guys?
Not diluted. On it. These bone crushers bear marks left by the unique arts of the Pack. Maybe the traitor did it. Admin, we can follow these marks. It might help us find new clues.
That was a neat little change and shift to to the endman for this cutscene. Alright, what are we doing? Scan the place, alright. Going this way. This thing is in the way. Shoot.
Admin,
Oh.
we're ambushed.
Hi. by one guy? Oh, there's another one, okay. Ooh. Hi. Oh shit, more. Oh, flamethrower guy. Oh, what the hell? Oh? Hi? You wanna talk?
Don't let your guard down.
My Talos! What the blight is that?
Oh, come on, you believed it? You believed it, really?
Brute!
Oh, what the shit, he killed him?
No, don't shoot! The twin monsters shall be one!
Huh? Oh, is he someone from the Pack?
You?
Catello, sono io! Giovanni! Amico mio, did you forget about me? We were tight. Best partners on so many missions.
Uh-huh.
Your performance was indeed rather unforgettable.
Is he undercover?
I knew it. Bene amici, this isn't a safe place. Let's talk somewhere else.
Sure. Still a bit suspicious of you, buddy. A tiny bit suspicious of you, huh? He might be saving his own ass here. But we'll see. Anything of interest around here? Hold on, you can wait there. I'm snooping for lore. Okay, no lore. Let's go.
Ah, Catello, it's been years, huh? You retired those clothes and fangs yet? Settling down nice and easy, huh? Oh yeah, how's baby Rossi doing? She was only this tall when I last saw her.
She's good. And she didn't get any bigger.
Oh, don't let Rossi catch wind of that or she'll be yanking your ears again for sure.
He's tiny and adorable, shut up. She's fine the way she is. Okay, where are you taking me? Oh, I'm guessing we're going to the left area?
Okay, this spot looks nice and private.
Or maybe no.
Let's get back to our little chat.
Giovanni, why are you here?
I knew that would be your first question. But trust me, you won't expect what I've got to say. I'm here for Tommaso. That smart brother of ours who almost got admitted to HAS. Remember him?
Okay.
I do. What happened to him?
Okay, don't take my word for it. I'm just passing along whispers. Sounds like Tommaso's gotten cozy with the Bone Crushers.
Okay.
Of course I am not sure. That's why I came all the way here. Even got myself an entire set of the Bone Crusher outfit.
I can see that. Somehow I believe you're the one who got cozy with them and Tommaso is gonna be fine.
I'm all decked out for slipping into their camp. Plan is to find Tommaso, and if I do, he's in for a talk. You know, maybe I'll knock some sense into him. Speaking of which, Catello, mio caro, why are you here?
There are traitors in the pack, and Tommaso is our biggest suspect. I'm also looking for him.
What? You really think so? No way, Tommaso wouldn't. Maybe it's just some mix-up. Yeah, it's gotta be. Got it. You need to wrap up your little investigation before calling it, right? Classic you. Oh, who's this sharp one next to you? Looks like some serious brainiac.
You're not getting out of this with compliments. I'm suspicious of this guy. He's way too obvious right now of being kind of trying to dodge the whole subject.
He's...
I'm Wolfguard's current partner.
Indeed. We usually call him the Endmin.
Endmin? That's a catchy name.
Sure.
Hold on, Catello. What's your code name again? Wolfguard. Ah, that's almost cute, like a puppy pretending to be a wolf.
Okay, I don't like him right now. I don't like him right now. He's very suspicious and he is being a dingus.
Okay. Let's change topic. So, Catello and Endmin, what are your plans? How about you join me on a trip to the Bone Crusher camp? The intel I've gathered tells me that Tommaso might be there.
I also want to see what our traitor is doing there.
Jumping straight to traitor, huh? Aren't we a bit quick to judge?
Get a problem with that?
Oh! Of course not. By the way, according to my intel, the Bone Crushers hid their camp underground. The entrance is at the Valley Pass.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely feels like he's the traitor. He definitely feels like that. He's trying to both dodge everything and also the moment Wolfguard said that Tommaso is a traitor, just straight up says the word traitor, he immediately is like, oh come on, you can't just say he's a traitor like that.
Let's go there to take a peek. What do you say?
Sure. Lead the way.
Yeah, sure thing,
I'll
buddy.
lead the way. Guess I'll have to put up with this outfit for a little longer.
For a little longer. Totally not because the devs didn't give me a separate skin. Anyway, Dr. Giovanni optional, huh?
Haven't seen Catello in years, but he's still got that blighted temper. Someone should teach him manners.
Uh-huh. How long have you known Wolfguard?
Way more than a decade. When we first met, he was still a little rascal who couldn't even hold his dagger. But the kid was different from people like me. Catello picked up every weapon like it was a second nature. Man, I was downright jealous of his skills back then. So I begged him to teach me the ropes. Even his sister Rossi got fed up with my pestering. But I kept at it and snagged a handful of his slick moves myself.
Alright. Can you tell me about Tommaso?
Well, Tommy, he's a weird one. Grew up in the pack, but he got really good with books and reading. Whenever he got roughed up, it was always Catello and me who stood up for him. Yet, he forgave every last one, including those who botched his shot at the exam. Can you believe that? What a hopeless case. Why would a person like Tommy end up with the Bone Crushers? You think they strong-armed him?
Yeah, no, I have a very strong belief that it's the other way around, buddy. But anyway, what do you think about the Bone Crushers?
A bunch of lunatics with zero brains but plenty of muscle. Even the pack, where I'm from, can't dodge throwing down with these crazies. If they were dealing with the pack from decades ago. Well, let's change the topic. Not like we can afford to poke the beasts right now, huh?
Sure. Thanks for the convo, buddy. Alright. Oh, hey. Now there's something here. Hold on. Strange Prayer Part 4. Do not fear death. Death is temporary and inflicts no pain. The boss has chosen us and lifted our lives up high. Okay, is that hold on, where's the... Oh yeah, it is part of this. Oh, this was the Letter of a Hopeless Soul. Oh yeah, Letter of a Hopeless Soul that I picked up earlier. Oh, no, never mind. That got added literally just now. No comments added to this thing. The Ether Test Cipher. What did they build this for? Okay. Well, I need 2 more documents in this thing. Okay, yeah, that thing went in here. So 1 out of 4. There is more pieces. There's more pieces of this thing. Oh yeah, this also reminds me, because I've been upgrading the other stock things and stuff like that. There's extra lore that I can purchase from that stuff, which I do need to do at some point, and see what that stuff is about. Anyway, Wolfguard.
That was well played, Admin. Our teamwork was pretty good.
Thank you. You think he's the traitor?
It's still too soon to tell. Everyone in the pack knows Tommaso's dead, but Giovanni claims to know nothing. He's either pretending, or just hasn't been back for a while. No matter what, his ties to the real traitor should be strong. Talking about traitors, we might have more than one of them.
Yeah, no, I think the guy over there is the traitor, but if Tommaso is alive or not, we'll see, I guess. Maybe he is still alive, just being kept under lock and key somewhere. You want to bag them all at once?
Yes, and Giovanni is our perfect lead into the place. He's not very good at disguising himself. Not even back then. So, Anmin, please help me carry this show to its conclusion. Will you?
Sure. Since you're so honest about it, piece of cake.
Grazie.
Can you tell me about Tommaso?
Tommaso. We've known each other for years. When compared to Giovanni and myself, Tommaso was really the odd one in the pack. He was too optimistic and too kind. But things often ended up in ways he didn't like. Giovanni and I did take care of some business for him, but we actually owe him way bigger favors.
Can Giovanni be the one who killed him?
I hope not. But many years have already passed. Time changes everyone it touches.
Yep. Can we get going?
We can go now. Anmin, are you ready?
Let's go. After that, you and Wolfguard followed Giovanni to the Valley Pass. Alright, back on this map.
The hidden underground camp was here.
You've been here before? So, still need me to guide you around?
We do. This place has changed quite a bit since we last came.
Huh, okay, I wonder if it's gonna be the same underground area that we were in once before, or if it's gonna be a new area just made for the story quest. The Bone Crushers are rebuilding their turf.
Yeah, they even reignited the dance tech. I can hardly ignore that biting stench. The situation might be worse than we think. Anmin, we should hurry up.
Oh, back to my normal team. Oh god. Considering I have stuff that needs to be triggered in this area, like story quests for the shelter here. I hope they're not gonna trigger because I'm just passing through. Also this quest here that has been waiting for a long while. Is this text from... Okay, that text has to be from that NPC over there. Oh.
Anmin, I think I see a few UWST crewmates over there. Should we ask them about the situation?
Sure. They might have some clues.
The UW? Woosters? I better not let them see me. Look at my stupid outfit. The Woosters will beat me on sight. I should probably check the other side. Maybe I'll corner a Bone Crusher straggler and pry a few secrets loose. Catello, Enmin, I'll see you later.
Oh, he's fast. He booked it the fuck out of here. Alright. Well, let's ask them questions. You guys look like you're arguing.
This is definitely planned. They must have a camp nearby.
Yeah, hi. What's happening here?
That's right. It explains everything. The
Hi?
missing supplies, the sabotaged machines, and that weird tower suddenly belching out foul smoke. I bet the Landbreakers did everything. They're rebuilding their camp.
Apologies. My fellow crewmate can get carried away at times. The UWST post at the Valley Pass has had several disruptions lately. We're trying to find out why.
Alright. Are the Landbreakers behind it all?
Of course. I can't see anyone else doing this. These vandals won't stop harassing us. Once I find that camp of theirs, I'll make those pipe faces pay.
Good luck.
Location is key. We still haven't been able to find the exact place of their camp. Perhaps we need another approach.
Okay, how about you guys?
Where did those pipe faces come from? There's no end to them. Do we have to wait for reinforcements again?
We've already called for support. Problem is, another one of ours went missing yesterday. Things can't go on like this.
Need some help?
What's that badge you're wearing? Enfield! You also received our call for support?
Sorta.
No, we were just passing by. I heard you get a missing crewmate.
Oh yeah, it's Yuli, a scientist. He's about as tall as I am and wears glasses. He went missing when we were changing our patrol shifts yesterday.
That makes 3 gone just recently.
And all happened in this very area.
Yeah,
Where's
right
your fist,
before
buddy?
Or after we changed our patrol shifts.
Sounds like Bone Crusher's work. They often attack at times like this. The picture's coming together. The missing UWST crewmates were likely captured by the Bone Crushers. Their motive's a mystery, but if the raiders are really behind this, tracking them down should be easy. Now that we have more clues about their camp's location, I'm guessing it's tied to the rekindled dance tech.
Alright. Will Giovanni give us a proper clue?
Traitor or not, the last thing he wants is us wasting time up here. We just need to see through his plans and improvise accordingly.
Yeah, he has a point. I'm good at that.
And I agree. You're almost as quick as our sharpest back members, Anmin. Impeccable. For now.
For now? Excuse me? I'm your partner after all.
Bene, partner. Time to go. Let's find our missing UWST scientist first. According to what the crew told us, we should find some clues at the site. Try scanning the place.
Oh boy, scanning again. Alright, let's see. So, up here, huh? Well, there's something here immediately glowing. Hi. An engineer's hat with the UWST logo. The label underneath has a handwritten name. Yuli.
This probably belonged to that scientist. Hope he can still return to his project.
We'll see about that. Footprints. Where do you lead? Hey, there's an art piece. A note with legible scribbles that read, "Patrols are boring. I hope I'm back at the research center and get back to my science project." Okay. Anything else? Oh yeah, this way. That way. Destroy the box. Hey, hi. Is that you?
Thanks for saving me. I'm Yuli, a UWST scientist. I ran into a landbreaker during my patrols. He seemed to be trading with someone dressed like a refugee. And then... well... they knocked me out. When I came around, I found myself trapped in this place.
You are lucky that you didn't die.
Someone dressed like a refugee.
Yeah. That guy kept fiddling with a dagger. The way it flashed really stuck with me.
Okay. Do you remember what they talked about?
I think I heard them mention something about the underground, some camp and an ambush. They also kept saying the pack. I don't really know what that means.
That's our guys.
As I figured.
Yep.
Endmin, this show of ours might be reaching its finale at the Bone Crusher's underground camp.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna reach its finale there.
Found enough clues. Endmin, the next act's about to start. Let's go find Giovanni.
Sure thing, buddy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So, got any idea on how to get down there? Share him with a brother, man.
Hi, everybody. How's it going? Catch!
What's this?
What are you swinging at? Anyway, Giovanni.
Hey, perfect timing. I just coaxed the key clue from that screaming whelp. Wasn't easy, you know?
Really? Tell us about it.
Okay.
The clueless runt spilled the camp's location. It's right behind that wall up ahead. There's a big hole we can slip through.
That location is already surrounded by bone crushers. Getting there might be troublesome.
Okay, hear me out. We charge as one, fast and relentless. No delays, just hit them and push through.
That's a plan. You're talking about team combat?
Yeah, ditch the plans. Go straight up their pipe faces and smash them in. How does that sound?
Uh-huh. What do you think, Wolfguard?
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay then.
Huh? Ma certo, Catello. You've turned into quite a decent team player.
In any case, fighting as a team will solve our current predicament. We might need to act faster than our adversaries.
Yeah.
Faster. Yes, of course. Speed's our best ally. Okay then, that's our next move. Let's go.
Could he be even more obvious? I'll be shocked if he doesn't turn into our traitor. I'll be really shocked. Okay then.
Enemy attack! Get him! Spare no one!
Uh-huh. Well then. Where is everybody? I hear them. He ran away.
Fight isn't working out for us. Catello, and me. I'll try my best to shut off the flaming barrier.
We'll cover you.
Well, I hope he's telling the truth about getting the barrier.
Catello! barrier's a real sword, but I'll shut it down quickly.
Stupid flamethrower! Ow, 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 ow! There we go.
It's finally over. Mark my words, this was way more exciting than that fight we had with 30 cartel bodyguards.
Also, buddy, you have a very interesting looking dagger there.
The cartel guards wanted to stay alive. The Bone Crushers are different. That dagger you're carrying, is it...
Oh, Catello, sharp and steady as always. I followed the tricks you taught me, and got someone to custom forge this blade. The handling and balance are awesome.
Really? I'm glad you like it. It looks like a fine piece.
Is that Tomas's blade?
These bone crushers
Perchance?
sure know where to pick their turf.
We've had it rougher before.
That's true. I'll never forget, you and me trapped in that sewer for 3 whole days.
Yeah, I really don't trust this guy. I really do not trust this guy.
This is the entrance to the hidden camp. Shall we, Endmin?
Sure thing. Let's... Sure, let's go. Start this mission, it will take a while to complete. Sure.
Are we setting off now?
Oh, interesting. Sure, let's go with this. Actually, I think it was asking me to also set a 4th character in there. It's fine.
Let's slow down a little, Endmin. This place is perfect for an ambush.
Sure thing. Okay, so there is a... Oh, I can't even open the map. Okay, so there is a unique area for this. Alright, interesting. Yeah, this is it. Oh yeah, this is a big area. Hi, step on it, please. Yeah, this is very similar to how... Is it in... I'm trying to think, right? I'm legitimately trying to think it out. I know that Genshin did this thing where characters who got a character story, like the 5 stars, would get like a mini dungeon of sorts always at the end, through which you would progress, and those would be basically unique dungeons. I'm trying to think to Star Rail and to Wuthering Waves right now. I don't think... I can't remember Star Rail. Star Rail maybe had a couple of those as well. I don't think Wuthering Waves has that, or does it? There... That was so hard to think about because most of the Wuthering Waves character stories are literally just main story. Which is, to this day, very stupid for me. That character stories are just main story, with barely anything else there. I think those also had like mini instances that were kind of like unique, but they were kind of just like momentary things. Anyway, sorry.
The Bone Crushers didn't build this place themselves. This seems like an abandoned underground factory of the UWST.
Typical Bone Crusher behavior. Well, they practically got a camp for free.
The Bone Crushers may have modified the local machines or facilities. Giovanni, lead the way.
Huh? Me again?
Yes.
Okay. Sure, I'll lead the way.
Should we keep playing along with the show?
Yes. The show has yet to reach the final act. Besides, from what I know about him, he's very close to his breaking point.
I can definitely tell. He's definitely approaching the breaking point of not knowing how to keep up with the charade anymore. Well, buddy, lead the way.
Signs of patrols. Looks like we're not too far from their main base.
This place is way too big.
A bigger place has its perks. It makes a group like ours less obvious.
True, very true.
Careful, Endmin. There may be enemies up ahead.
I like it when you step into like deep water, you suddenly start moving slower because obviously the water is stopping you. Very neat little detail. Really? A rock wall comes sliding down? Hi.
Make it my turn.
Bang bang.
They call this an ambush. We've been through worse.
They were overconfident. There should be other mechanisms, Endmin. Let's press on and look around. Perhaps we'll find a clue.
I like how the mission basically started with a recommendation of level 50. I would say, considering the characters in that first instance were level 50 characters when you team up with Wolfguard for the first time, and now every enemy is level 30. Actually, I wonder if that is because my world level is currently still on, what is it, level 4 or something? Maybe that has to do something with it. That's a den stack. Small one. But that's a stack, alright. Okay, but... buddy, oh, I see, I need to get high. I need to whiff and inhale some smoke.
Glyphs. I remember that they like using these glyphs to pass on secret messages.
You can read them?
Most of them, yes.
You actually know this, Catello. I recognize none of this.
But knowing what the glyphs mean won't get this machine to work.
That sounds like a real hassle. I should leave you two to this job.
So I guess there are other tricks involved?
Yes. The correct sequence of the glyphs. I believe the clues should be somewhere nearby.
Yeah, we need to get high. Okay, let's see. Time to... Woo! Baby! Oh. Oh? Follow the arrows. Run while the Zaza lasts. Oh, there we go. Okay, so Running Man, Stinky Feet, and Fire. Got it. Huh, how funny, they're actually in the correct order, just in reverse. So Running Man, Cheesy Feet.
Night, target, escape, foot rest, and fire. That's my guess for the sequence.
Okay, I will say this. I am not appreciative that he is actually spelling it out right now. I really don't like it when games start doing this. I didn't like it during God of War, when you were just standing there for a brief moment, and either Atreus or someone else started being like, oh, maybe you need to do a correct sequence of pushing this and that. How about you go and do that? Games, you need to learn to shut the hell up. When a person is doing puzzles, you shut the hell up. If the person screws it up 2 or 3 times, then you have a leeway to actually give a clue. Or at least let me disable any clue in the options menu. Thank you very much for the PSA. Oh, there was more, I didn't even see that. Okay, that's why he kept saying night, day, escape. Okay, that's why he kept saying that. I was looking at this angle, so I didn't see the left. My comment still stands. There we go.
A puzzle of this caliber seems too easy for someone like you. Very impressive, Endministrator. Let's keep moving. Still quite a way to the deepest part of
Thanks.
this.
Despite the fact that I didn't see the second half of it, but sure, thanks. The hell is going on here?
Pressure mechanisms. Not for me, you handle it.
Sure. Why were you so quiet? What the hell? Oh. Elevator. Oh, that over there moves in tandem with this one. Interesting. Oh, hi. Whoa! Okay, I did not expect the thing to move back down. Okay. Okay, that caught me off guard. That was very cheap game.
Locked and loaded.
Not a fan.
Giovanni, you blocked that bullet for me back then, right? That weapon dealer didn't even know how to use his guns. His shot found its mark.
That was years ago, Capello. Why are you talking about that? I almost forgot about it.
Why? Well, I remember it well. Just like how you couldn't forget about those soup.
Well, that didn't work out. That didn't work out. That's better. Can you tell I'm bad at platforming? That's a lot of enemies. Hi. That was a lot of enemies.
Huh? Wait! Who's there? Tommaso, is that you?
Giovanni!
I don't like that he just ran forward. This is such an obvious trap right now. Where is he? Yeah? Hi? He literally stood there and was waiting for us. This little shit. Oh, this is gonna break. Yup. Yup. This bitch. Okay. So... nothing else I can do, just jump down, huh? Fuck's sake. Okay. Hi? Was it supposed to fall through that? I guess I was. But it broke before I even stepped on it.
I slept. Giovanni. I knew it.
I have this dumb feeling this was kind of mistimed with the ground breaking and everything.
Good.
You hesitated back then.
You saw it.
The Wolfguard I knew never left anything to chance.
I guess you saw right through me. Just like you said, Admin. I did hesitate. Back then, I had only two friends in the pack. Tommaso and Giovanni. The encounters we had on this mission showed me one thing. He might look the same, but the Giovanni I knew is gone.
But you're hoping for something, right?
I should be the one bearing the consequences. But I got too involved. Admin.
No, I got my own ass involved in this, don't worry about that. Hmm? Aww. Stop making Rossi worry about you again. Hey, I'm your partner, don't forget that.
You're right. When it comes to Giovanni, I won't make the same mistakes again. No matter what. Anyway, we should figure out a way to leave this place, partner.
Nah, that's gonna be easy.
These devices should be controlled by a mechanism nearby.
I think I smell fuel.
Good reminder. Let's find a device connected to a fuel pipe, Endmin. That should be key.
Alright then. Uh-huh. Gonna turn off, thank you. Can I scan? Is that something I need to worry about? No. Oh, this thing was spinning. Okay. These are spinning. And this one's moving. This one's moving, this one's moving. Woo! You two got your ass roasted by this. Run. Chen, please. Oh. Nice.
That should do it.
Alright, we clear now? Guns fit you very well.
You flatter me. Experienced hunters would always select their best hunting tools. Since we're good, let's head for the deepest part of this place.
He does have a bit of Rossi in him. The moment he gets a compliment, he does the same thing. You little dingus. Alright, shortcut. Whee! Going up.
If the traitor you're looking for is Giovanni himself,
Then he owes me an explanation. And I'll take care of him the pack way.
and what if he had no choice?
Every lupo must pay the price of their choice. That's how Rossi, Giovanni, Tommaso and I were taught. In our very first lessons.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like like mafia stuff. Okay, I see enemies. Hi.
The end is near. If you're ready,
Easy peasy.
we can take that elevator over there to head up.
Sure thing. Nothing really. I find this very interesting that there is nothing to. I know this is an instance just for this story, but there is nothing remotely even to pick up in here. Just a couple of fights and set pieces, which is fine.
And
Just kind of surprised.
Fight. Stay close to me.
Oh yeah, this is a boss battle room. Okay. Let's see. What am I fighting? Just a giant bone crusher or something specific? Giovanni himself?
Show yourself. I know you're here. Taking you down one at a time will drag on. Throw it all at me.
Big, strong words from a tiny runt of the pack. The exit's closed, and so is your fate.
Alright, big elite enemy. That works. Have to say hi.
Your end awaits.
The admin said hi.
Stand down. None shall live.
Ow, 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 ow.
Not of the back. Out of the way.
Not today, bitch. Not today, you won't do that.
Bone Crusher losing to the pack.
Yes.
Impossible.
Oh, we are going for round 2? No, not today, bitch. Ooh, okay. He's getting pissed.
Out of my way.
Not, nope.
Silenzio.
There we go. You wanna do a round 3?
Where is Giovanni?
Giovanni? What Giovanni? Don't know anybody with that name.
Who put you on guard here?
It's the traitor of that pack of yours. Wouldn't show up himself. So your big wolf sends a little runt.
Oh.
Useless. It was the perfect ambush, and you still failed.
Rip. Hi.
Keep your guard up, Endman.
Lingering for a bit long, too long.
You were giving a pretty good show. What happened? You scared?
The blade that killed Tommaso.
Yeah. E allora? He believed in your idiozie and tried to sell me out. He deserved it.
All right.
You're the one who betrayed the clan.
So yeah, Tommaso was the good guy. Why is it kept?
I betrayed the clan? Please. The true pack lives by purpose and honor. We don't sell out our own for some measly creds, trading blood and sweat to those companies. The real traitor here is you.
Sure thing, buddy. Also, the camera keeps lingering on certain moments a tiny bit for too long. Like right now.
Some traditions must be set aside if we want more people to lead decent lives. We have to do this for our past, as well as our future.
Future? The path of yours leads to no future. The Alfarian is right. You're hopeless. Only the Alfarian could lead the new pack to the glory we deserve.
Alfarian? Okay, that's an interesting name, phrase, whatever. Okay.
The new pack.
That's right. If I'm a traitor in your eyes, then you're gonna find a whole army of traitors out there. Did you really think that the new pack is just a little club that came out of nowhere? Wrong! We are what the pack was supposed to be, and you'll be our very first prey.
Huh. This just sounds like someone rebelled and is returning everything back to how it was back in the days with the Mafia, where every wolf was essentially picked a Mafia clan to support, and they were pretty much just going against each other's throats. And plus, every one of the wolves had one specific fang that was representing them, and they were pretty much doing a killing game between each other. Whose fang survived, that person was, or that wolf was, the winner.
Have fun with your La La Land fantasies and stupid dreams, Wolf Guard.
Who is your Alfarian?
Catello, do you really think I'll break my omertà? I probably can kill you, but it'd be nice to take someone down with me!
Oh boy. Oh, hi.
Admin!
There we go. There we go. Thanks.
Who's the Alfarian?
Catello, this key answer. It's yours to discover.
Huh, okay, yeah, we're not gonna get an answer out of him. Interesting. So there's a leader who wants to return stuff to how it was. Okay. Yeah, can't say I didn't see that coming at some point, considering that in current time frame of Arknights, basic Arknights, the whole situation just changed around, and the calling game is probably gonna be out of order for a while. Makes sense for it to be returned, or someone wanting it to return.
And the traitor got what he deserved. We should celebrate. No?
Let's set out first. There is no need to hide the truth. This isn't you.
I'm alright, Anmin. No need to worry about me. It was my choice, and I'm prepared for the consequences. The same rule applies to Giovanni.
Alright. Well,
the incident is now over, and the traitor got what
let's set out.
I'll be right with you in a moment. Endmin, I need
yeah?
to excuse myself for now.
Okay. You're laying Giovanni to rest?
Yes. He remains a pack member. His final rites should follow the code of the pack.
How should I find you?
I thought you knew already, Endmin.
Uh-huh. Wolfguard carries Giovanni's body out of Valley Pass. You return to the hub. Okay, is this where it's gonna just end then? Jen, you okay there? No, find Wolfguard. Okay. Oh, entering mission area. Oh, did he burn him here? Well, seems like it. Or at least his memorabilia.
That was the first time we botched our job. We had to pay the fine. Tommaso sold the silver brooch his mother left him, without a word. Giovanni then spent 3 months looking for it. He paid double the price to buy it back from the underground market at Asphalt Roundabout. That was all his commission for the entire year. He told me not to tell Tommaso about it.
Huh. And then it all went wrong. How about this pocket watch? Is that from Tommaso as well?
No. It was from me.
Oh?
It was a gift. For his 20th birthday. Rossi picked it. I was in charge of payment and delivery. As for this one...
We should leave it here.
And now, it's really over.
But something else has just begun.
I did not expect to hear about this new pack from Giovanni. I know nothing about the size of this operation, their goals, and most importantly, their Alfarion. Rossi often mentions it, and maybe she's right. The pack of today is different from every pack of the past. She, I, anyone really, we'd all bear heavier prices to make changes. But before that happens, I must verify something and make a few preparations with Rossi.
Okay.
If possible, I hope you treat everything that happened here as a secret between us and men.
Ah, no worries. You don't want Rossi to know?
I'll tell her myself. Now's definitely not the time, as it shouldn't be.
Interesting. I mean, considering Rossi is gonna be playable very soon, I'm gonna presume that she's also gonna get a character story. I wonder if that's gonna have to do anything with the new pack stuff or something. Lone Wolf medal, nice. Yummy, yummy, yummy resources. Hey, also a level up, nice. That's been a while. Now we're at the phase where the leveling is pretty slow. Okay. Interesting. Definitely interesting with the whole pack thing and so on. Yeah. Again, I'm really not surprised that some members of the pack are probably moving back. I do wonder if there is any direct correlation to any of the wolf heads that we know from basic Arknights. But the better question is even any of them technically here on this world? I mean, right now in basic Arknights, we've seen a lot of wolves, like the actual wolves, but we only know 4 of them with name that are also among the leadership, while the other ones were just background characters. But each one of them is technically technically a leader themselves, but the stories so far have only named 4 of them, if I remember correctly. 3 of them we've seen. One of them only spoke in the most recent story as of this this video from last year, but they didn't show how she looks. But yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm absolutely not surprised that some of the wolf's heads would want to return stuff to how it is, if it's actually them. The better question is, would they even be here? I don't know what the rules for them are, but they're technically ghosts. So, and they got forced into that form by Originium itself. So honestly, the only question I have is, would they even be here? Could they even leave Terra behind? Are they maybe tied to the planet itself because of their circumstances? I don't know. Those are very good questions. Those are very good questions to keep in mind. But anyway, that was Wolfguard. So our next one is gonna be for Gilberta. Very, very curious about this one. How is this even going to begin? I will not lie. The conversation we had with her in this little thing. Oh, right, wait, that's the wrong thing. But that's the right thing. In this little thing, where is it? Oh, yeah, here it is. In the quest menu of this thing. This still has me stumped the way it suddenly started here. Because the way they are talking to each other signals like they know of each other, which is very confusing because the admin just woke up and there was not a single unless there is a story quest on the side where you can actually meet her or something. But I'm well, should I adopt it? Maybe not. But yeah, I have no idea. This just makes me feel like these two know each other already for some reason, and that just has me confused. But anyway, let's go and see what this is up. This has going for it. I teleported and she's just here floating. Hi. All right. Okay then. Gilberta, you look busy. Nah.
Endministrator.
Yes? Almost everything crashed down? Uh-huh. What are you looking at?
It's nothing. I'm waiting for you, Endman, and just zoning out while I'm at it.
So, what are you doing in Valley 4? Also, before I hit continue, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be my first proper interaction with someone who is a reconvener.
Delivering. The Valley has plenty of packages to send, but only a few messengers are around. That's why I'm here to help. After all, I'm a messenger.
Yes, I'm very well aware of that. And these packages?
These packages need to go to the hub base. I've got quite a few more to deliver. People here have been through a terrible incident, and I want to give them some encouragement.
What the hell did the camera just do as I was about to read? What was that click to the left? So that's why you called me here.
Oh, everyone's feeling a little low after the incident. I figured your presence would brighten everyone's mood.
Sure.
So I looked through my contacts, wondering whether I should ask you to come or not. I just didn't want to be a bother.
Okay.
Maybe just this once. You could help me out, Endman? Pretty please?
Yeah, the reconveners really have very obvious rhombuses in their eyes. Okay. The good old symbol of Originium. Okay. How can I help you?
Oh, there are just a few packages left and the sun is about to set. I'm thinking we make
the last deliveries together?
Sure, why not? Okay. Entering mission area. Okay then. Let's see. Take the first package from Gilberta.
This package needs to reach the canteen. The recipient should be one of the staff there. It's almost mealtime, so we need to hurry. If you're ready, Endman, we can set off anytime.
Sure. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. What is happening over there? The military drills? Alright. Anyway, sorry. Alright. Let's go. Start the timer? Excuse me, what? This is on a timer?
I've spent a few days
okay.
at the valley. The UWST canteen staff kindly made some meals for me. As for the taste, picky isn't really on the menu in times like this. Everyone's doing their best to bring the good old days back.
Sure, but you're also... Whoa, okay, sprinting. Yum! Also, I was about to say... it's making me, deliver stuff on time, and then I have to also time it and not use up conversations or skipped conversations because I'm running somewhere. Hi. Oh, whoops.
Oh, is this our order of special condiments? Thank you, Miss Messenger. Just in time. The underground water pipes have been contaminated by the blight. We don't even have safe food and water anymore. The crew will have to make do with field rations.
Voila.
Oh, that's rough. But you're doing an incredible job.
Now, with these condiments, field rations will taste far better. Thank you so much for helping us. And that goes double for you, Endmin. If you weren't here, the disaster might have never ended.
You're welcome. Okay, challenge complete. Thanks. Do we run back now? Alright, where's the next one going?
Package description reads precision machine parts. I think this goes to the core AIC area. I've delivered plenty of things like this. We need to make sure it arrives without a single dent or scratch. Otherwise, the recipients will get really upset and loud. Fingers crossed for no hiccups. Tell me when you're ready, Endman, and then
Sure
we'll set
thing.
off.
Let's do this. Yeah, I know where I need to go.
Have you been back there since the crisis? The area was really devastated by the disaster. I wonder if things got better.
Mother Pfeiffer, I cannot take the zipline. I cannot take the zipline, you dinguses. Oh, wait, I can? Now I can, okay, sure. Of course it's for Andre. Hi.
Oh, Endman, is this a special day? You're personally delivering a package for me.
Sure. It is a special day for you.
Hello there, Miss Messenger. I hope the parts are still in good working order.
Don't worry, the package is in pristine condition.
How's it going?
Our partnership with the UWST is going well. Getting clean water is our primary concern right now.
Yeah, the canteen lady also said that the drinking water has been polluted.
Funny enough, there's several spots in the power plateau where I was scanning around and I saw clean water pop up as a as a little symbol.
Not just drinking water, we're also really low on industrial water. Our current solution is to use centrifuges for simple purification and pollutant removal. And thank goodness my order for the special parts has arrived. If we stay on schedule, our large facilities should be able to start working tomorrow.
Oh my, your job sounds really tough.
Never mind me, the Endman's here, so everyone knows things will work out. Oh, I gotta dash to a job. We'll catch up on the good old times later.
Sure thing. Okay. That's part 2 done. Alright, I'm ready for part 3. Where are we going?
Final package. Description reads... medication. I think this one is meant for the medical bay. Sounds like a lot of vials and bottles. We must be gentle with this one. If you're ready, Endman, we can set off anytime.
Sure thing. Let's go.
Everyone in the medical bay is kind-hearted, but they have to handle way too many patients. There aren't enough beds, and people are running out of ideas. Seeing children in the medical bay also makes me really sad. None of them should suffer like this.
Yeah, true. True. Walking into this place and hearing the menu basic Arknights menu music.
Asking for? Thank goodness it's finally arrived. We have so many injured and our medical supplies are running low. I can't imagine what things would be like if we didn't get restocked. You two are true lifesavers. Oh, and Gilberta, while you were away, little Carly refused to get her injections again.
Oh, Carly! Shit, yeah, right. I never managed to, because of time constraints. I never managed to complete her picture quest line.
Again, but I told her she'd get a prize if she took her medication properly. All right, Carly, Miss Gilberta is back.
Nah.
Little Carly must have bounced back. She's been running all over the place. She was just here and now she's gone again. Carly loves playing hide and seek. Gilberta, would you mind playing along and finding her for us?
No problem.
What? Okay, find Carly, huh? What's this?
There's some liquid here. Smells like Carly's favorite orange juice. She probably spilled her drink. Let's try scanning the place, Endman.
Did you really just sniff? Okay, I see the footprints. Where's Carly? There she is. Oh, what's the baby doing there?
Found you, Carly.
Yeah.
I win.
I don't want needles. I want to play with cameras.
Oh, we know. Don't worry about that. Again.
So, you weren't just running away from the needles because you were scared?
I'm so sorry, baby. I didn't complete your quest. I was so slow.
The security guard gave me his old camera. He also told me I'll become a great photographer.
Great photographers never miss their injections.
But I can't even take a proper photo. What photo should I take? I don't know. My rock photos look ugly. My Richnium slug photos look ugly. The long ears kept jumping around, and all my photos ended up super blurry.
Maybe try snapping things you like, Carly. It'll be fun.
Yeah, make a picture of Gilberta. Is there anything you like, Carly?
What do I like?
There we go.
I like you, Miss Gilberta.
There we go.
Oh, I like you as well, Carly.
Carly, won't you take a photo of Miss Gilberta?
Oh, I want to do that. But all my photos look ugly.
Nah, this one's gonna look amazing.
I want to be in the same photo as Miss Gilberta. That'd be super good.
Alright, I'm making the photo then.
Once we take the photo, you'll be super brave and get your injection. Okay?
Okay. Photo first, then we'll head back for the injection.
So, Endman, can I ask you for a little favor?
Yeah, already on it, sure thing. Back to making pictures, or doing pictures for...
Look at the camera.
Oh, that's adorable.
Cheese!
That's adorable. Save.
Wow! This is such a pretty photo! Endman, please teach me how to make the photos look pretty like this!
Uh-huh. You gotta work on the focus and white balance. You got to have steady hands. I don't know how I did it, I just pressed the button. Steady hands.
Carly, if you want pretty photos, why not snap things you like? And I know you like orange juice, Dozy the plush, and visiting the Gramps and Grannies at the worker dorms.
Alright.
We can go around and look for things you like, Carly. Photography's our way of recording beautiful things into snapshots of precious memories. Beautiful things! I know what I want to take a photo of! I'm gonna get my injection, and I'll take photos of my friends being brave! You're just as brave as your friends, Carly. Thank you, Miss Gilberta! And you too, Endman.
How funny. I presume this is kinda like leading into her limited time event story. At least it leaves me with that impression. Alright. More photos, Gilberta. Holy hell, it's so hard to say Gilberta. Gilberta? Berta? Angelina. Also, as a Legend of Hero fan, calling her Gilberta feels like an insult. For those of you who know, you know why. That blue-haired son of a bitch.
Not really. No. What I meant was, I really like photos, but I was just thinking about what I said to Carly. I told her to find things she likes.
What the shit is going on right now? I think some glitch with shadows is happening.
I'm in a heap of a mess myself. I can't even figure out what to write, and I never found the courage.
To write to who? What's that you're holding?
Oh, nothing. It's just a letter. Let's just talk about something else, Endman. Why don't we look around and see if anyone needs help?
Sure. Oh? A briefing?
Endman, we got a situation.
Uh-oh.
Remember our water purifier project?
Yeah?
Mr. Andre, you've already mentioned this before.
Oh, yeah. Guess I was getting a little too desperate, and I forgot all about it. Anyway, Supervisor Perlica just replied. She reviewed our asset register. It should be somewhere right outside the Ether test site. Honestly, the place where it's registered seems rather odd. The crewmates of the power plateau should have retreated to the worker dorms already. Can I ask you to check the worker dorms and figure out what happened?
What a coincidence! We're right in the worker dorms. We'll ask around right away.
Wonderful. Now the thing I need is the filter of that water purifier. I checked the asset register. An Enfield scientist named Rope is in charge of the purifier unit. He was overseeing the project, but then he had an accident. The asset register indicates the item is lost. I'd like to get an update on the filter. Endman, could you please visit Rope for me?
Alright. No problem. Apparently, right in here. Hi? Is he? Or is he not? Hi? Oh, there he is. Jesus. Hi.
Maisie. He seems to be in great pain. I hope there's something we can do for him.
How long has he been out?
About a week. We rescued him just outside the Ether test site.
Okay. Was he carrying anything with him?
A few personal belongings, ID cards, gloves, and that sort of stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Got it.
Endman, maybe we should leave for a while.
For a while. Oh, okay. Sure. Her ears twitching. Oh, sad ears. You didn't look very happy back there.
Yeah. I feel like I haven't really helped those who are suffering.
I mean, not like you can do much about this guy who went through some ether nonsense over there at the power plateau. One person can only help so many people at once. How come? None of this is your fault.
Endman, if only I were stronger. Or faster. I could have arrived at the valley sooner.
Stop blaming yourself. You did more than what's expected of you.
Okay, Endman. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna look for the filter.
Okay.
You gotta let me do something. I can't just sit around feeling bad and helpless all day. No. That still sounds sad and depressed. Alright. I'm doing this because I want to help everyone.
Okay. Good. Where are we? We're going all the way over to the power plateau? Oh, I guess we are. Alright, and where is this thing? Hi there, people.
Ah, it's the Administrator. And Miss Gilberta. Hold on, you're going in.
Yes.
For one thing, the site is still quite dangerous. Our rescue teams can hardly carry out their work in there.
I am sure we'll be fine.
But I have to go in and find a piece of very important machinery.
If you insist. But do you really have to go in there?
It's alright. I'm going in with her.
Yeah, well, since the admin said so. Fine, I'll grant you passage. But as part of our safety precautions, do not stay in there for more than 60 minutes, even if you fail to find your thing. Nothing personal. Just trying to keep you safe.
60 minutes is more than enough. Much appreciated.
Endman, my analyzer can detect residual blight extracts in the filter. This will give us an approximate location of the device. Andre gave me the analyzer before I left for this search.
Alright. Guess I'm gonna have to scan.
The analyzer has identified several potential locations. I'm sending you the data. I think we should look around this place first. Use the scanner. We should find something.
Okay. Looking in this dead-end corner, huh? Oh, not dead-end corner anymore.
The place is now a ruin. It's so upsetting.
Not much of a dead-end corner anymore. They remove all the wreckage that was here. Now I can just walk in. Well, there's this thing.
Blight is no longer threat. Careful. There's blight everywhere.
Yeet, number 2. Oh my god, there's more. Holy shit. Okay, scan. Get the next core, get the next explosive. Toss the thing.
Blood with a single blade. Perhaps this is what it felt like.
Alright then. Holy shit, this was really a flood of blight. Oops. I always keep pressing the wrong button. You dig around and find a note hidden in a bottle. In a bottle? Damaged log number 1, day 5. The filtration unit's design flaw is worse than I feared. At least I alone was exposed to the contents. Already my mind slows like rusted clockwork. I must keep blank from touching it. These battered lab tools will suffice. Just need to patch the breach. Alright.
What is this? Did someone leave this behind?
Yeah, it's just a damaged letter. Before I go down that way, this leads back to... I think I was here before. Where are we right now? Oh yeah, I was here before while I was on the map for the first time. Okay. More stuff. I need to put down infrastructure on this map and get some stuff going at some point. Anyway, hi. Another note hidden in a bottle. Damage log number 2, day 19. I can no longer gauge my own deterioration. The blight steals time itself. Phantoms flicker at the edges of vision. Sometimes... Okay, missing. Sometimes a shadow that might have been me. They dissolve at my touch. My memories bleed away like sieve held water. I rewrote the save's code. A failsafe against forgetting. Remember the duty. Remember him.
The name part has been blacked out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, she's acknowledging that, so it's not just like a damaged letter, it really is just a blank space. Because she keeps forgetting. Oh, there is the next one. Another hidden note in a bottle. Log 3. Day 173. What was I meant to do? Ah yes, the filtration unit's flaw, but why? The reason slips through my fingers. These pages speak of experiments. Someone named... The name is missing. The schematics seem corrected now. Then what remains?
Whoever left this here seems like a lost soul.
Oh yeah.
It's here.
The ether and its impact.
The rift really affected the environment. Look at the floating rocks. No one knows when they'll start falling back to the ground. The UWST can only seal this place off for now.
The rift has left a terrible scar. I wonder when this place will recover.
We can only pray that time can heal these wounds. Oh, Endman. The blight seems to get worse the deeper we go. There might be enemies active nearby. We'd better be careful.
Oh yeah, there are enemies still on the map. Don't worry about that. This is this is a game after all. Enemies will not magically disappear. You need mobs to populate the map. Go to the next location, talk to Gilberta, okay?
It's getting pretty late. Let's find this thing quickly.
Alright. Okay, time to enter story instance. Nah. Smile.
Here's a spark of arts to save the day.
Okay.
Messages always delivered. Incredible, right? Nothing can stop a messenger.
Sure, when the messenger can manipulate gravity like you do, then yes.
Over there. Better watch where you step.
Oh, what the shit am I getting now? Arts burst nature? Oh yeah, because because I never used nature units, I guess. To an enemy with a nature infliction, applying another nature infliction adds one more stack. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing like with all the elements. You stack them and they essentially do more. Oh, alright.
More enemies might be hiding nearby. Endman, we gotta keep going.
The first person perspective, not. Okay, how are we supposed to get up there?
I thought of a clever solution along the way. Alright, Endman, close your eyes.
Oh god, I'm terrified. We're about to fly. Me? Close eyes? Yes.
No peeking. I'm giving you a surprise.
How are you even gonna know if I'm peeking or not? With the mask on. Good luck. Oh boy, about to experience 0G. Whoa, okay. Oh.
You're feeling much lighter, right? Let's hop on, or they'll really catch up with us.
Ooh, that's a pretty melody. How far can I? Whoa.
Endman, ever tried living in low gravity? Takes getting used to, right?
Indeed. Whee! Holy shit. Well, this is a very pretty melody right now. So, damn, seeing that place from up here is also very interesting. The new little golden swirl now in that thing, where the little oak sapling is growing. Actually, seeing the map just from here is very interesting in general.
For a courageous messenger, nothing's ever too heavy.
How far? Oh my god, we're going... Holy hell, we're going way up.
Imagine yourself as a kite and feel the ephemeral link between your body and the land. And that is the trick of flying.
Sure, if you say that. I'll believe it. Yeah, despite the fact that the maps in general are separate units essentially, with a corridor connecting them that you can physically traverse with, it is a loading space after all between the corridors, between the maps. But still, having the maps still in one single space, rendered out so you can actually see them, to some extent is very nice. Well, when you can get to a high place like here, that is. Whee! Alright, going further up.
Endman, over here. Is
Final
this
destination.
a UWST safe? Perhaps the filter we're looking for is right inside.
Sure. This thing really went high up.
Wherever I look, I see nothing but these horrifying wounds. This land has been torn apart. People have lost their loved ones, their friends, and even their dreams. Their hearts, too, have been torn into pieces. This world has always been so delicate and fragile. It's like a fine, downy feather, and also like a polluted orb of glass.
Gilberta?
I'm alright, Endman. I was just thinking, if we fail to value what we have, those sweet moments might slip right through our fingers.
I mean, yes. The letter, yeah. Speaking to yourself. You wanna hand it over?
Endman, I want to...
I think we're going down.
Oh no! These rocks are coming loose. Endman, the ether anomaly is shifting. This place is getting dangerous. We should leave quickly.
She found an excuse not to give the letter very quickly. She's probably gonna hand it over at the last part of the quest.
Endman! Over here!
Ooh.
I was looking all over the place for you. The manager told me you went into the place for a salvaging run. I was so worried.
What? It seems you actually found the thing. I didn't expect anyone to salvage anything from that place. You Enfielders make me more impressed with every passing day.
Oh, you... oh, you really flatter us.
Of course. Looking at the bright side of things, I really hope our partnership with Enfield continues well into the future. But on the other hand, it won't be long before you simply outpace the UWST and leave us in the dust.
The safe is locked.
Oh, it should be locked according to our SOP. The UWST allows its scientists to lock and protect key data in emergency situations. But I'm seeing plenty of scratch marks on the safe. So I believe it's been left behind for quite a while.
Oh yeah, this thing has been left for couple of days, you could say. So, what about the password?
Ah, the passwords are definitely safe with the crew in charge of protecting the assets.
Oh, but I think Rope is still unconscious.
Ah, yeah, that kind of complicates things. If we can't get the password, we can try cracking the safe physically. But that might damage the instruments inside. Looking at the bright side of things, UWST products are known for quality. Our safes dominate the market of Talos-II because they are utterly indestructible.
I would like to test that theory. But on the other hand...
yeah. Well, this means we should get the password to open the safe properly. Alright, Andre, my man. I'll let you hold on to our safe for now.
All right, my Syndicate's friend. I'll keep it safe.
Endman, why don't we head back to the medical bay? We might work something out.
Okay, time to get the password out of the guy somehow. Can I still talk to you? Nope. You're just gonna remain here. Alright, back we go. We're back.
I think he's trying to say something. Maybe we should get closer to hear him better.
The name of his partner and beloved?
Maisie. Is he saying Maisie?
He's been unconscious for a few days, but he never stopped mumbling this word. We're thinking that Macy might be a person's name.
Maybe we should ask someone outside.
Of course. We're also handing out supplies today. Most of the Syndicate's crew should be nearby. Endman, let's go try our luck and see if we can find someone who knows Rope.
Alright. We'll find someone. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, even little Carly. Hi, Carly.
Maisie? Is that Uncle Rope's good friend?
Maybe. Well, you knew something at least. Sorta.
Maisie? No idea. I'm a little busy right now. Why don't you ask around over there?
Sure.
I don't remember seeing someone named Maisie. Maybe it's a pet's name? But
I mean,
never kept pets either. He was assigned to Valley 4 last year, and we don't know him very well. The young man really keeps to himself.
I mean, she has a point.
Close to a girl who works outside, though. That's the only time we ever saw him running around outside.
There we go.
Rope locks himself inside his workshop.
There we go.
But she seemed to leave the valley after a while. Perhaps she's the Maisie you're looking for. And then he got hit by the disaster. Oh, fate really has a way of dealing her cards. I can't help you much, but we've got a pile of books and documents salvaged from the underground lab. Rope is a hard-working egghead. Go through his stuff. You might find something.
Oh god, underground lab. Okay, before I do that, that seems like the correct way to do. I want to see what the old man has to say as well.
Rope as a girl? I've never seen Rope talking or hanging out with anyone. Wait. Well, since you're helping out Rope, I happen to have his comm device right here. See if you can use it.
Comm device?
He also has something useful.
That's actually a very personal belonging.
Hey, I'm not some weird old man. I was part of the Syndicate's security. Everyone who enters the factory area has to deposit their comm devices at the gatehouse. Gotta protect our secrets, you know. And it's an easy job for old semi-retired boys like me. Rope dropped this comm device in the wilderness and someone picked it up. The young lad didn't want to take it back and told me I could keep it. I held it here since I have a feeling he might change his mind eventually. Try your luck over there. That pile has plenty of lost items and comm devices that people have yet to claim.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Let's see if we can find any useful information.
Okay, so 2 useful clues. Either it's probably gonna be on this thing, but I do want to see the documents as well. View. that was scan, not view. What the hell? Why did the scan trigger? Anyway, a type of water purifier and how it works. Classification. Disclosed is a device using a water purification method. Specifically, a blight material filter membrane and an upstream raw water storage container are used by the filtration device. Background. Currently available medium to small continuous flow filtration systems of the prior art used in large-scale employ or a form. How is this written? This is breaking my brain right now. Currently available medium to small continuous flow filtration systems of the prior art used in large-scale employ a form of stabilized carbon and a hermetic filter membrane. I feel like there's a comma missing in that whole sentence anyway. However, the systems of the prior art have the following issue. Low concentrations of blight matter often remain in the space between the stabilized carbon and the hermetic filter membrane, and cause disruptions to water flow through this device. To solve said issue of the prior art, the application provides a filter device using a small blight matter separator valve. Said small blight matter separator valve creates a passage for a fluid to flow from the space between the stabilized carbon and the hermetic filter membrane to outside the purification system.
Rope wrote Maisie in the appendix of this document.
Okay. Maybe it's no one's name, maybe it's the name of the filtration device? Oh? Rob's memo. 1023. We've submitted the patent application. Meeting at Park 2 next month. Guess I won't be seeing her for a while again. Okay, on the 24th. The readings today don't look good. There goes my weekend. I'll just put up with this for a while longer. And then the next entry is on the 28th. I left the lab really late in the night. Hardly saw any stars today. I suddenly began to doubt if the beautiful life would ever come true for me. I spent countless days and nights slogging in the lab and working myself to the bone. Thank goodness our milestone meeting is coming up. Keep it up. Alright, then the next entry is on 11-3. I had a meeting at Park 2 today and didn't seek her out, but when I passed by that familiar place, she was still there waiting for me. What's that word again for describing that speechless feeling you get when seeing something moving? She just stood in the distance beneath the light and smiled as she gazed at me. Once the project is over, I'll tell her everything that needs to be said. She said she'll wait for me. Okay, then a month later on the 25th, I heard ... okay. Then on the 31st, same month. It's been a while already, but I still couldn't force myself to accept this. When will this blighted winter end? I'm really... Alright, next year, on the 26th of February, the Valley 4 reassignment letter arrived. Everything at this blighted place cuts like razor and hurts like hell. I just want to leave this place and start a new life. Funny thing is, Maisie was the reason why they chose me. It feels as though she's the one who got me sent away. Okay. Also, this little sentence here on the 25th was interesting. I heard after he saw her the last time as well.
They actually found out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Endman, found any leads?
Sorta. Maisie's probably the name of his patent. Can't figure it out. We have too much info. Maisie's pretty much unique name for an invention. Yeah, it's the name of the patent.
Well, no matter how we look at this, Maisie definitely means something important to him. In any case, we should try opening the safe.
Okay, do we have the combination now for the safe then? Andre just waiting here. Hi, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I suddenly remember Rope being a well-known workaholic.
Yeah?
Try using Maisie. That's the name of his patent application.
I mean, that makes sense, but isn't... I need to see the safe. Isn't the safe one of those turn wheel safes with a number?
No, not working.
Yeah, it is. What the hell? How do you input letters in there? Huh? Try adding his name. Rob. You enter the password.
Woohoo!
Oh,
it worked. Naming a patent after a close friend or lover isn't unusual. The UWST is known for respecting the personal choices of every crew member.
Is that so?
Oh boy.
I'm still thinking about the diary entries. But hey, at least the safe is finally open.
Yeah. I wonder now then, did he actually name it after that friend he was meeting up with then?
Oh, there's something else besides the filter in the safe. It's a letter. Maisie is the recipient's name. I think it has something to do with Rope. I'll deliver it to him once he comes around.
Ah, Endmin and Gilberta, you're really here.
Hi.
Rob just came out of his coma.
What a coincidence.
I heard that you were with Andre, so I came rushing here to tell you the good news.
Really? Then let's head to the medical bay right now.
Alright, well, let's give him the letter then. Hi there, buddy, awake?
Those traces. She was the one who left them. I thought she was caught up in something dangerous. Left Valley 4 a long time ago.
Mr. Rope, is Maisie the name of a loved one?
No. Maisie's not from the Valley. But she showed up one day with an incomplete machine.
Okay.
It's a filter device containing blighted materials. She called it Maisie. Everyone thought it was a funny name, but I got really interested in the machine.
That's how your work started on it, huh?
The device was built on ideas that matched mine. That was the most important period of my life. It was the first time I met someone who agreed with my approach. We would spend all day studying together. We spent all our waking hours on the project. I didn't even ask her name. I thought those days would last forever.
Huh.
So, why?
Funny. So the name isn't even her name. It's just the name of the machine in general, at the end of the day. Huh. Is this regret then never asking her actual name? Getting to know her, actually?
We were almost done with the filter. But she suddenly took Maisie with her and left, without saying goodbye. My colleagues told me that she only cared about making the device work and getting it patented. I don't believe it. I refuse to think she left for that.
I think we need to show him the letters we found along the way.
Something else must have happened.
Yeah.
I wrote plenty of letters and left them where we used to research and work on the project, but I never received any reply.
The letter. Is this what you're talking about? We found it in the safe.
This is it! I put down Maisie as the recipient's name because I don't know what her actual name is. But this means she's... But this also means that she saw my letter. So why did...
The place where we found the safe has been really torn up. We saw huge slabs of rock floating in the sky because of the ether.
I won't give up. If she did receive the letter, it would mean that I'm just really worried about her. I'm going to find her. I got to know why she left without telling me. Thank you for bringing the letter to me.
Alright. So we're gonna go and help look?
I just remembered something. I need to verify it.
I mean, we kinda know what the hell happened to her already, right? Andre? Edmund, still in the valley. Great. The water purifier is working. Care for a glass of clean water? Why is the okay blue? What? Why?
Roberta went. I guess I'll just look around the place.
Why was the okay blue? Alright. Well, there's Andre. Not far off. Hi there, bud.
We got the water contamination issue all figured out. Today's a lovely day.
The reconstruction of Valley 4 has made significant progress. Enfield has proved itself to be a most indispensable friend.
We couldn't have done it without the UWST crew.
Ah, Endministrator. Without the filtering device you and the lady messenger found, we would be days behind schedule. Huh. Where did Miss Gilberta go? I was hoping to thank her in person.
Well, oh.
I think I found something. It's near the place where we found the safe.
Yeah, she found her body. She must have found her body. I was about to say, are we gonna go and look for... Are we gonna go and look for her either her still alive somewhere or her body? Yep, there she is. What did you find, Munchkin?
Endman.
What did you find?
Remember when we came here and found the safe? I noticed a few things scattered nearby. So, I decided to come back and see if I could find anything else. And then I found this.
Take the documents from Gilberta. Okay, yeah. It's her data pad, isn't it?
It's the final diary entry, written by the owner of the filter device.
This diary entry was from...
Yeah. The diary we picked up was from the same person. She's the fellow researcher that Rote talked about. The last entry... She wrote it to say her goodbyes. Contact with blighted materials affected her mind. She knew early on that she was gradually losing her memories. She found the problem with the filter, and became the first to be affected by it.
Huh. Yeah. She left because she didn't want Rob to...
She didn't want him to be part of the mistake. And she chose to tackle the final issue on her own. She carried the letter, made herself part of the safe's password, and wrote all those diary entries to help her remember. She suffered helplessness and loneliness on her own. She also didn't want to forget the one she held close to her heart. Perhaps one can eventually find their story by reading letters about the past. That's how the tales go. But in the end, she chose to leave instead of seeking her past. I've never felt memory loss before, but the thought of it scares me at times. What did she feel or think about when she saw recordings of a past that seems foreign, yet actually belongs to her?
Yeah, are you gonna talk about your stuff now, finally?
I'm afraid of the feeling called oblivion. When I see memories flying past me that feel familiar yet foreign at the same time, I cannot help but wonder if I've actually lost something.
Yeah, please elaborate a bit more on that.
Whenever those memories well up within me, I feel as though I'm kept away by a dark, misty veil.
I mean, because you are your own person, and the person whose memories those were is not around anymore. You pretty much all I'm getting from you guys, from what I've read up so far about you reconveners, is that you are basically a new person that was visually genetically based on the original person, but someone took like an autobiography book of the original person and just shoved it into your brain. That was the first information you got in there, and then you based your entire personality on that.
Endmin, can you tell me how it feels to lose your memories?
It feels cold and unfamiliar.
Is that so?
But it's nothing to fear. Because I have you with me, Gilberta. And everyone as well.
Did he just glitch to slightly to the left? What just happened? I'm gonna have to rewatch the footage. That was funny as hell. Anyway, do those memories frighten you?
No. They never have. I like those memories. They may not be mine, but thinking about them makes me feel warm inside, like the sun itself. So, I really do like those memories. Not only that, I'm totally in love with the memories that I made on my own. The memories I made while traveling. The secrets I saw in my solo flights across the night skies. And those special moments I shared with you, Endmin.
Again, this part I find very funny, because all the conversation she has with the Endmin, and even the first conversation we had basically through the messenger, just alludes to the fact that we already know who this person is and we've already hung out with her, which kind of brings me out of it. I'm not gonna lie, it's very confusing.
I don't care which memories they are. I don't want to lose any of them, ever. These are real, authentic memories that I made with the people I've met.
I will also treasure these memories.
Thank you, Endmin. I don't feel confused anymore. I'll treat these memories like precious gifts. No matter where they came from, all of them are now mine to treasure. Sometimes I feel everything in this world is just so ephemeral and delicate. Like bubbles of water. All it takes is a simple slip to lose those beautiful moments. But that is also why I'll do my best to keep these important memories safe. People might not remember the faces of us messengers, but I'll do all that I can to remember every smile I see. Endmin, do you still remember this?
Yeah? That letter.
Now I know who to send this letter to.
Yeah? Oh, cutscene? Oh. Oh shit. Endmin? You... You dingus.
Just a letter. Why, Endmin?
But it's something you treasure, right?
That's adorable. Where are the petals coming from? Hi? Where the shit did we land all of a sudden, huh? This is a pretty jingle in the background. How did we land here? Weren't we in another map just now?
So, Endman, if I failed to catch you, would you still be alright?
There's no fall damage, you know? Anyway, who knows? Well, thankfully you did.
I knew it. But I'm really happy. You spent all this time talking with me.
You did the most talking. I was doing a self-monologue with people watching this video.
Thanks a lot, Endman. You swept all my troubles away.
Alright. The song is pretty.
This is your...
I think this is your letter, buddy.
Well, it's yours now, Endman. Although I couldn't figure out what to write, I've decided to give the letter to
Is it the blank letter?
I carried this blank letter with me when I first arrived in Talos-II. I kept thinking about what it was. Why did it appear with me? What should I write on it? Who should I send it to?
Ah, okay, I see. This is, that Firefly is in a very peculiar spot right now. Anyway, this is a little plot point from Angelina back in OG Arknights, and her always kind of trying to give a letter to the Doctor and never succeeding. Again, I think I said it earlier, is where Angelina is like one of the very, very few, maybe like less than 2% cast of the game that actually has, that actually supposedly has some feelings for the Doctor. So, yeah, that was supposed to be a very heartfelt letter, but I don't think she ever did write the letter. There is mention of a letter and being handed, or trying to be handed. I'm gonna have to reread that in a bit to remind myself. But there was mention of a letter and stuff in the character story for her. I think in IS4, where it covered it a tiny bit. Anyway.
I once thought the letter probably wanted me to write something very important on it, and send it to someone very important as well. And yes, there are so many stories, so many troubles, and so many feelings that I want to share with you, Endman. But I haven't figured out what exactly to write.
Can I still keep it?
Of course. I was hoping you'd take it. Perhaps a day will come when I sort out my feelings and know what to write. When that happens, I'll ask you for it and return a proper letter to you. And that will be a letter from Gilberta the Messenger herself.
Well said on the last bit. And she's off.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah?
Don't you forget about me, Endman.
Uh-huh.
But even if you did forget, I'd just show up right in front of you.
Okay. Sure.
Then I'd say, I'm Messenger stranger Gilberta. This is the first time we've met. And then we'd get to know each other. Once again.
Very cute. Okay. That was interesting. How the shit did we land all the way south? We were up there. Okay. This is very cute, I guess. A blank letter, yeah. Actually, hold on. A blank letter belonging to that messenger, faintly scented with with sour lime. What message will it bear and where will it go? Ha! I wonder if there's gonna be any conclusion to this or addition to this. But yeah, okay. That was cute. But this is gonna be one of those times. I know that Angelina in the original game is a fan favorite since like year 1 and everything. I do feel like she did fall a bit off, like in popularity since then. I mean, she's a very gimmicky unit as well with her gravity stuff, I would say. She was pretty good and pretty powerful, still is. I mean, it's a tactics game after all. But yeah, I don't see her being used these days much in any kind of setup or stuff like that. But in general, she really doesn't have much story to her. I was always wondering, outside of obviously, you know, being a cute character and everything like that, and if you listen to her voice files, you realize that, yeah, she does seem to have feelings for the Doctor and everything. Again, one of the very, very rare characters to do so. But I was always wondering, why was she so popular when there is literally zero story? By the way, today's lore section is gonna be partially on her and her representation in the OG game story-wise, plus a tiny smidget about the Wolfpack thing, because I do find it interesting. I'm just gonna in general summarize that thing. And luckily there is also a video that I can splice in, and it will kind of serve as a explanation for the whole Beast Lord, Beast Aristocrat, Kami thing, and how they are and how they came to be. When was that released again? That was released last year, I believe. It's a very fun video and very stylized in a sense, but it's an original Arknights official video, so it should serve as a good explanation for that. But yeah, coming back to Angelina, she really doesn't have much story. I'm gonna look up at her, or rather, I'm gonna show you guys her wiki page that does have like for every character has a segment of here is where they appear in story stuff, and she doesn't have much. Spoiler, she doesn't have much. I'm actually actively trying to think now, but we'll talk about this later. I'm actually right now trying to actively think if she actually somewhere properly appeared in a story outside of maybe blinking in for a second, saying something and then disappearing. Because I have a vague memory of her being in some story sequence for a brief moment. But yeah, outside of that, she's a very, very cutesy character with obviously some of her past, which does get mirrored here as well, pretty much in Gilberta and stuff like that. Also, she wasn't infected, so that also adds to the whole thing. But yeah. Anyway, this was okay. This was okay. This was very cutesy. This story was definitely meant for the people who are massive Angelina fans. I am sad to report that I do find her very adorable, but of course she does never appear in any kind of story. I don't really have any kind of emotional connection to the character personally, so I can't really say much, so apologies. But the Angelina fans watching this can you give me your reasons why you like her outside of, you know, her being a cute character. I would love to read some elaborations about why people find her so so not in the sense you're gonna get the word, but so attractive and interesting as a character. Because again, I personally always need like story, like actual story sequences to get attached to a character in general. But anyway, we are not done yet for today. We're gonna do a couple of combat scenarios here in a bit because I do wanna unlock some stuff, and then we're gonna hop into the lore section for today. So let's do that. Okay, I never touched this one. What's gonna pop out of you? What enemies? Start. Yeah, go. Okay. Normal enemies so far.
Sterilize this area!
Take this!
Alright then. Oh, there's more. Okay, there's more. That was kind of delayed.
Take this!
Alright, there we go. Also, just so for reference, for future purposes, I will set up turrets around these. Like I have on the very first one. But right now I just want to do them for the first time, see how the enemies are. Okay. Alright, anything useful on these? Right then, one of you in the comments on the previous episode said that in the next patch update they're gonna be doing some updating to these little things. Okay, so that's the first one. Rewards acquired. Off to the next. Guess on this one I'm gonna have someone's turret helping out. Alright, let's see. What is this one gonna be? Okay, this one's gonna be mostly Agali, huh? Alright. Let's do this.
Trusted me. Crystallize!
There we go. Very nice. Give me my thingies. Anything useful out of you? Probably not. I'll see about that later. Okay, that's the next one done. This one has even more turrets here. Okay, sure. Beam towers. Let's go. Okay, this one's gonna be mostly you shitters, huh?
Shows. Oh.
Sterilize this area!
Ow! Okay, bitch. Ow, ow, ow. Ooh. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see how it is. Ooh. Okay. This one was probably the most fun. This guy actually had mechanics. This guy actually had some mechanics on him, if nothing else. Anything useful on this stuff? We'll sort it out later. Okay, that's all three of the ones that I never did before cleared out now. First time rewards, yeah. Oh boy, I don't think I'm gonna grind these actually now that, now that the patch is around the corner and some buffs are coming to whatever the hell they are doing to the essence stuff. So we'll see that. But one more thing I do want to do before we hop into the lore section, I want to see if I can do this. This is also gonna give 3 pull tickets, I believe. Yeah. Beyond the World's Expanse Part 2. Go to the mysterious portal. Oh, it's the one the one over all the way over there. Okay. Considering that these are going from place to place, this might be actually the last one I'll be able to do for a while until I get to Vuling, if this is anything to go by. The previous one was in one of the previous maps, and this is the last map of this of Valley 4. Oh yeah, it's literally in this arena with the boss. Okay. Well, the mini boss. Let's see. Zodiac Session 2, an unknown protocol. Before the gates of oblivion, you bore witness to life's fight at death's threshold. Alright.
Before the gates of oblivion, you bore witness to life's fight.
Yes, that's what I just read. Okay, I just need to beat 10 enemies. Easy peasy. Oh my god, a flamethrower guy. Hi. Didn't even notice you spawned in.
Once known, be destined.
There we go. Alright.
Now, you watch those fierce hearts gather as one, forging an answer called survival.
Huh. I wonder who's this, who this voice will belong to eventually. Deep dive mode. After reaching exploration level 5, deep dive mode will become available for some protocol spaces. Challenge RE Crisis and Protocol Space Advanced Progression at the highest difficulty, then spend sanity upon completion to acquire the deep dive mode rewards. Okay, good to know, good to know. Alright, operator level cap up, minimum enemy level in various areas also up, available limit and daily regrowth certain rare, certain protocol space, higher threat level, severe energy alluvium available, Recrisis deep dive mode available, protocol space advanced progression deep dive mode available. Alright. Alright, but anyway, this is where we're gonna end the major portion of this video today before we hop into the lore section, but yeah, these were okay. I mean, Wolfguard's story was mostly interesting. Again, Wolfguard's entire background together with Rossi is very interesting because of the Wolf and Wolfpack stuff, which I'm very curious if it connects to the whole Wolfpack thing back from Arknights in any shape or form. Which, by the way, we're gonna start the lore section with a tiny bit on that, like I said earlier. So it should be interesting. But I'm gonna keep it brief because there really isn't much outside of what they were doing and how they were operating. And at least I can show you how the three that we know look like. At the end of the day, they're just wolf heads. They're just wolf heads. There are pictures with them in their full wolf shape, but they're literally just wolves. That's pretty much all there is to them. Well, plus the whole ghost thing. Gilberto's thing is okay. The final bit of the story, the transition was very weird. I'm not gonna lie, but in general, I see what it is about. It's the good old. I presume all of the reconveners are gonna have this thing of struggling with an identity crisis of who they are and who the original was in the past, because they got memories shoved into their heads from their previous owners, and that's definitely gonna cause a lot of confusion. So mark me as interested to see how they're gonna do Surtur stuff, or sorry, Leviathan stuff, cause spoiler alert, the Leviathan stuff, or Surtur stuff to be specific, her story, as thin as it is in original Arknights, did end in 3 steps. Step 1 was the introduction, step 2 was IS4, step 3 and the finale was IS5. I'm gonna write something down, because I have a dumb feeling that her story quest might actually go over some bits that they already did with her in basic Arknights, but most people probably are not even aware about that the story for Surtur, yes, it did continue after that bare 20-minute introduction of her in what was the story collection called? Reviving Breeze. That was her first introduction, and it was barely nothing. And yeah, Angelina, again, she does not really have much, and you guys will see in a second. The most story Angelina has is not even in-game. It's a manga. And I'm gonna show you a couple of panels from the manga, but there is really not much. You have to read outside of a game, which, by the way, reading a story of a character outside of the game you're playing never really hits home with me too much. I'm happy that the information is there, and I will read it, but when I'm playing a game, I want the information in front of me. If you guys get my what I'm trying to get at. I want the information there in one place. I don't mind multimedia stuff, but if you want to develop a character and make them part of the world, make them part of the game you're playing, instead of having them separated outside of the game. But anyway, let's talk about the lore of those two guys, and I'm gonna see you guys in the outro for the video. Let's go. Signori dei Lupi, or Wolf Lords in English, are a faction of a group called Beast Lords back on Terra. Their home territory is the country of Siracusa. Siracusa itself is based on real-life Italy, hence why everyone that seemingly comes from there will speak Italian or have an Italian accent. Before I explain a bit more about the Signori dei Lupi, let me give you all a crash course on Beast Lords in general. Beast Lords are also known as Sovereigns of Beasts, Beast Aristocrats, or Kami. The naming seems to depend on the region and/or country, but all names are describing the same group of entities. They have been around for a very long time, are immortal, and are spirits of animals. To explain this a bit better, let me show you the official video that was released for this specific topic. Enjoy!
I knew from the very beginning that a day will come when I will have to answer this question. For years you've been baffled, racking your brain to crack this secret. The darkest, most profound one that Terra holds. Our secret. Back in the days when the herd still enjoyed the purest of joys, a disaster struck out of nowhere, sweeping across the whole land. As a boulder from afar streamed across the sky, igniting the firmament. The herd dispersed in utter despair. They ran as if there were no tomorrow, but they just couldn't escape the catastrophe. Ouch! That must hurt. But every story has a bright side. They did not completely lose their lives. Only a portion of their souls left their bodies.
I've had enough, Dolly. Stop being mysterious. Give me the mic back. This is no cliche tragic story. The real excitement starts in the next part, and we're just getting started. We, I mean the ghosts, embarked upon a great migration, which took us around to every part of the land where we left behind our footprints. Now you know who's the real ruler of this land, right?
We once had many companions in our group. We all looked alike and we were very close. Then we turned into me. Well, I guess it's not so bad.
Then we continued on our journey until we came across that herd again. Sheesh, how much they had changed.
It's been a long time since we left the herd, and they sure made some cool stuff while we were away. I'm impressed by your creativity. Nice job. The problem is, could they even perceive our existence? Were we truly tangible to them? The answer is no. It's not that simple. But we could make a bunch of little critters and send them out to bring surprises to this land.
Dolly, time to teach your lambs to behave. Anyway, that's how it is. You think you're looking at me, but nope. You only see what I want you to see.
So this is our story, or should I say, the story of the Beast Aristocrat.
Not a fan of the name, but whatever. Every one of us has found their greatest passion. Some became idols for people to worship. Some sneaked into the city to enjoy urban life. Some helped humanity record their history. Some even became a part of human society.
Yes, at the end of the Great Migration, each of us had chosen a life to live.
But not everyone pursues the adrenaline thrill in primal beats. or the ultimate bliss of never-ending entertainment. There are those ambitious ones who aspire to regain the control of the herd's fate.
For far too long, you've shut the wolf pack out. Now the party is about to begin, and none shall stop the pack this time.
Just to add this here, because I know that someone will ask, but what about the dollies with Ardelia? Is that the actual Beast Lord? No. As stated by Ardelia herself, she calls all those little sheep dolly. So, what are they then, if not a Beast Lord? Those dollies are more than likely Beast Stewards. Stewards are like little fragments of the same Beast Lord that they create to communicate with people. Now that we know what Beast Lords are, and what their origins are, let's return to our original topic, Signori dei Lupi. As mentioned earlier, the Signori dei Lupi are a pack of wolf spirits. So far in the story of Arknights, we know 4 of them by name, and those are Zaro, Caesar, or Grandma, Vargo, and Agnes. Up until recent events in basic Arknights, they have all been playing a so-called great game, a battle royale where they hunt each other, and the last one standing becomes the new alpha. But of course, they can't kill each other or injure since they are spirits, so instead of doing the hunt themselves, they do it through so-called wolf fangs. The Signori handpick them, train, and send them out to kill the other fangs. This has slightly changed as of recent events. The Signori dei Lupi are currently all under the control of a single human alpha, Operator Lapland di Decadenza. To put it bluntly, this crazy pants character offered them a deal that they just couldn't refuse. At least, not for now. Oh boy.
Guarda, Zaro! Questo gioco è ciò con cui siamo nati noi umani! Dei ciechi comandati da un pazzo! Ecco perché non si stancano mai! Oh, non deludetemi stanotte, amici miei! Siamo sotto i riflettori!
Speaking of Siracusa, Operator Angelina also calls Siracusa her place of birth. She comes from a nomadic city called Floretia, where she was just an ordinary schoolgirl. One day, due to an accident, she contracts neuropathy, and that will lead to her leaving her home behind. Angelina would then run into a Syracusan messenger by the name Martina, who introduced her to messenger work. Later in life, Angelina would be taken in by Rhodes Island for treatment, and she remains with Rhodes as a messenger ever since. When it comes to in-game story representation, well, there isn't much. As you can see here by the screenshot from the wiki, Angelina has basically only her own operator record. Outside of that, there is a little 3-part story in Integrated Strategies 4, describing her work in Sami at one point in her future, and the only other story with her is outside the game, in the form of a web manhwa on the official Arknights EN webpage. Link in the description for that, by the way. The manhwa covers Angelina's travels across Terra as she does her messenger work. It also gives details to her background story and has many cameos of characters we saw in regular in-game Arknight stories, and also some new ones. And yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote. If you do Gilberta's quest here in Enfield, you know as much as most other people do about both Angelina's and Gilberta's personalities. So yeah, Hypergryph developers, if you are listening, please can we have an Angelina-centric story in the future? We had one for Ea Fiala in recent years, and that put a nice little bow on her story. So, how about one for Angelina now? Considering she also now exists technically in Enfield, she could use her own story to flesh her out in-game. Angelina is an old-school fan favorite after all. just my thoughts. Thank you. That's all. Alright, and that would be our lore section and pretty much everything for today's episode. One thing I want to mention very quickly, kind of forgot to do it before the lore section. I'm gonna do it in the next episode after this one. I do have enough tickets right now, and I do need to spend the tickets for the Yvonne banner anyway, the tickets that are expiring, so in the next episode I will do a 10 pull on her banner. I also have enough tickets for the standard banner. I think on the standard banner I can get a guarantee 6-star in the next pull. So we'll see next time what happens with that. I'll happily wait. But yeah, that was the lore section for a tiny bit on the wolves, the Signori de Lupi, and a bit on Angelina. And yeah, I was not kidding when I said when we were heading in, there is really not much stuff on Angelina, which is again the very reason why I'm so surprised that both her and Pograničnik, aka his original self, Helager, were represented as reconveners in this game. Because in the original game, at least Helager does have both main story and a couple of side story appearances where he does go on pretty lengthy, especially in one of them, where he goes on a pretty lengthy monologue. He does have a lot of text lines, spoken text lines to him. Angelina has none of it. Outside of her operator record, which by the way, if you just want to look it up and see how long it is, you can find it very easily on the channel by just typing in Angelina and you'll find the operator record. It's, funnily enough, it's very old at this point, and it's a two-parter. It came with 2 parts immediately, and it's so funny because it's short as 20 minutes. It's under 20 minutes long. She has no in-game representation, which kinda, I don't know. Again, I am personally not really attached to this character, but that must sting people who are, right? Like, there is pretty much no representation of her in-game. No proper story representation. The things that I listed out, IS4 and her manga are a different thing. The IS4 thing was a very neat little addition, but the probably most fascinating thing about that IS4 story wasn't just hearing about what Angelina is doing around the Sami region and helping out with the gate repair and stuff like that, and helping out people, of course, with their messenger work. It's the thing that came at the end, because at the end the writers were a bit cheeky, and they added into her own story another story that has nothing to do with her, by the way, but it was a conversation between 2 people from way past down in the past, from the Doctor civilization back when they were still around, and the 2 of them had a conversation about some things that I might cover in the future. I don't want to go from memory right now, but they had some interesting, sneaky, little cheeky stuff to say about stars and travel and stuff like that. There's a lot of cheeky stuff in there. But again, it's a story that well, it's nice that they did something for Angelina. At the end of the day, it's a story that served the purpose of delivering another story. I mean, kind of fits in with her being a messenger, but at the same time, it's kind of like, come on. At this point, you can just give her a story, right? We had, like I said earlier as well in the lore section, we had a story in recent years that was dedicated to Ea Fiala. Ea Fiala, compared to her, by the way, has actual story appearances and not main story, but she has many story appearances, albeit short. She's still present in there. And she had a full-on dedicated in-game story to her, to both herself and to Mr. Dolly. And that whole story pretty much put a bow on her past, her parents, what happened to them, how she's gonna move into the future, and also introduce her as an alter version, aka we got Ea Fiala alter unit, essentially alter operator, which moved her from a caster to a support unit, to a healer. And she's, to this day, one of the most powerful heroes in the game right now. Because she can heal elemental damage, and she can heal across the entire freaking map when her skill gets activated. But yeah, she got a full-on in-game story to tie up her whole background. While Angelina got, still to this day, nothing. She got the manga. The manga, by the way, is very long. How many? I think it's like 16 or 17 parts in general. I can't remember the exact number right now from the top of my head. I haven't read all of them yet. I've read, I think, like half of them at this point, whenever I have time and I remember that they exist, by the way. Which, again, this is exactly what I meant earlier as well. It's nice that the manga exists for Angelina, but at the same time, it's an out-of-game resource that, you know, when you sit down to play a game, and if you're a story enjoyer, you sit down to play the game, enjoy the story, get to know characters and their backgrounds and their character progression. But when you play the game, you don't want to leave the game to go to a webpage to read a manga about this character. You want to explore their story in-game as you're playing, because that gives you immersion and that makes you more attached to the character. But when you have to leave the game to go to a webpage, you pretty much are neglecting the thing that you wanted to do at the beginning. If there would be a story in-game that covers Angelina like it did for Ea Fiala, I would have nothing against the manga. The manga, by the way, I have technically nothing against as well, but it's just a sad thing that it's an out-of-game resource that people have to go to. Plus, it's I don't even know how many people know that there are mangas on the official Arknights webpage. Pretty much the same thing with the manga for the recent release manga for Enfield as well. I don't think most people know that these things exist. I'll be quite honest. most people ignore out-of-game resources. They just play what is in front of them, which is exactly the point I'm trying to bring. I would love it if there is in-game stuff for the character, because that just makes you more attached to them. But yeah, also just to add even more to this, because I'm sorry for the rant, by the way. I'm just kind of get slightly annoyed by this kind of stuff. But flashes me back to Final Fantasy 15, and there are like 5 different sources of storytelling. Good God. But anyway, what I wanted to say here, just as a final thing, just to. Considering I'm mentioning Ea Fiala here, aka original Ardelia, just to give you even more of a disparity between the two characters that we now have as reconveners in Enfield. This right now on screen is Angelina's in-game file. Her whole thing. The only thing that is scrunched in there is the medical record, but there is not really anything too much to take out of that. But this is her entire file, her entire multi-part file that you unlock as you're progressing with her trust, the same way you're progressing with trust here in Enfield as well. When you get to maximum, you get all the files and you can read them in-game. And this is Ea Fiala, and I'm bringing this up because both of these characters are from the first year of the game. Angelina is, I think, one of the launch characters, so her file is as sparse as it is for most launch characters. They're very thin in a lot of cases, but even the characters that were later added through new additions, through banners and stuff like that, the promoted characters essentially, these characters still got in the first year already much bigger files added to them compared to the, you know, to the technically speaking, to the Gen 1 or Gen 0, I should call them, I guess, considering launch character, right? But yeah, this is the difference. This is the difference between two characters that are technically from the first year of the whole game. It's sad. It's sad. It's a character that is, as far as I know, very beloved by the community, and she has, outside of the manga, nothing. So like I said in the lore section earlier, Hypergryph, please, for the love of everything, do a story on Angelina. Do something for her in game where she gets... Do a story... Honestly, considering that the IS-4 story is on the gate repair and everything, do a story at one point in the future, there probably will at some point. I'm not doubting that, but if you will in the future do a story on the gate repairs, make Angelina some key character in there, some big character in there. I don't know, give her an altar as well if you're already going down that route. I mean, her basic form is pretty much her in a very young portion of her life, and she continuously keeps on training and expanding her control of arts. So, you know, there is room to grow, and I presume at that point where she's helping out with the gate, she's already at a point in life where she definitely will deserve an altar. So, you know what? Do her a solid. I don't know why other characters are getting the altar treatment, but the one character that is very, very beloved by a lot of people is not. But anyway, sorry for the long rant here at the end, but yeah, I had to say stuff like that irks me a tiny bit, and I have to rather speak about it. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening and watching, and hope this rant wasn't a bit too much. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving a like. It would help out a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you want to support me more directly, memberships are open on the channel. Like I always say, no video will be behind a membership. It's purely there for support. So thank you very much to all the members already doing so. Much, much appreciated. And I hope you all have a fantastic day wherever you are. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.